looks like the clouds are out today again. There's no rain or anything though. And what's going on today? Seems like a lot of the news for, I guess, drone-related stuff seems to be military usage. Where's all the stuff about, I guess, cinematography drones and all that, huh? This one says, fire breaks out at Saudi oil facility after drone attack on Riyadh. Saudi Arabia's energy ministry says an unmanned aerial aircraft has struck and subsequently ignited a fire at an oil facility in the capital of Riyadh, while claiming that the supply of petroleum and its derivatives have not been affected. So you can see the picture of the drone too. It looks almost like a missile, huh? If that is the drone anyways. It says the official Saudi press agency, citing a statement by an energy ministry official, reported early on Friday that the attack happened at approximately 4:40 a.m. local time on Thursday and caused no deaths or injuries, and saying the refinery's operations and supplies of petroleum and its derivatives were not affected. It doesn't conclude who attacked them according to this, but it says the world's top oil exporter has faced frequent retaliatory missile and drone attacks by the Yemeni armed forces, who have been defending their country against a Riyadh-led devastating military aggression and brutal siege for 7 years. It just never ends, I guess, with this stuff. It makes you wonder too, will things like oil and stuff be the topic next of saying, oh, we don't have enough of this and that, and now everyone's gonna fight over that afterwards. Although with that in mind, in terms of people fighting over something, this was kind of interesting. Everyone knows about the situation with Ukraine and Russia. Now, imagine this, where a lot of platforms, they usually condone things, for example, like violence and stuff like that. But this one here says, Facebook allows war posts urging violence against Russian invaders. Meta platforms will allow Facebook and Instagram users in some countries to call for violence against Russians and Russian soldiers in the context of the Ukraine invasion, according to internal emails seen by Reuters on Thursday, in a temporary change to its hate speech policy. Try to wrap that around your head. That's kind of scary in general when you break the topic down. It says the social media company is also temporarily allowing some posts that call for the death to the Russian President Vladimir Putin or Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, according to internal emails to its content moderators. Saying here, quote, as a result of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, we have temporarily made allowances for forms of political expression that would normally violate our rules, like violent speech such as death to Russian invaders. We still won't allow credible calls for violence against Russian civilians, a Meta spokesperson said in a statement. Again, to me, I like to strip topics down to its bare bones, and that's just kind of disturbing to think about in general. I mean, you can replace the topic with anything else, and imagine that, where it's a category that's sensitive to you, and then all of a sudden the platform says, okay, it's okay for you to go attack these people. But then on the flip side, if they really, I guess, support a certain side, then they'll block you saying, no, you can't do this to that side. That's not really, I guess, proper when you think about it, is it? Everyone's life is different, but for myself, I experience things like racism all the time, so I know what it's like. And I'm not surprised during this time where people can't differentiate the difference between, let's just say, attacking someone in, quote, I guess, Russia, who promotes the idea of, I don't know, killing innocent people or something like that, versus, let's just say, someone born in Canada that just happens to be Russian. Like with this business, it's kind of interesting to think about. This one says Vancouver Bakery temporarily changes name to remove the word Russian. So apparently their, I guess, business here was called Russian Spoon, but because of that, it has the word Russian. Then everyone started to attack them. Well, not everyone, I guess it will be certain groups of people. It says a bakery in downtown Vancouver is temporarily changing its name after receiving hateful messages. The Russian Spoon has been operating in the city for 9 years and has been in its current location in the Harbor Center food court since 2018. It serves a combination of Russian and Ukrainian food. So think about that. They serve both Russian and Ukrainian food. It says owner Natalia Mitrofanov said they've been receiving bad calls and bad emails since Russia's invasion of Ukraine because people are triggered by the word Russia. I think I can relate in terms of that sentiment. It's no different than, for example, let's just say when all that COVID stuff started. Holy, what happened to everyone of like Asian descent, for example, like Chinese, everyone, they think you have the virus and so forth. They start attacking you. And then afterwards, even with unrelated stuff, it doesn't matter, like for myself, if you're born here in Canada, oh, I must be a communist or something just because I'm Chinese, for example. It's the same type of thing. So that's kind of disturbing when you think about it. And that's why I said it's good to look at topics to its bare bone core, so to speak. That's basically what happens when you get people all riled up like that, who can't focus on the actual topic, differentiate, again, the difference between those people, that people, etc., etc. That's kind of disturbing. Like there, it doesn't affect me per se in terms of like a Russian, for example, but in general, again, when you strip it down to its bare bone, you could easily see how one day it could be you if you actually encourage, I guess, people to be like that, I guess you could say. So that's kind of a dangerous, I guess, area to get into, in my opinion. Alright, see you guys later.